Neil Grayson, Northampton's Player of the Year, claimed the campaign's first hat-trick to exact revenge for last season's 2 heavy defeats. He took 14 minutes to open his account. Phil Stant replied for Bury with a smart header to cancel out their lead. Bury, though, were blown away by 3 goals in 3 minutes early in the second half. Grayson seized on to a poor back pass to punish some slipshod defending. His third arrived within 60 seconds. Bury, beaten in last year's playoff final, were left shell-shocked. Grayson hadn't finished yet. He won Northampton a penalty, which Chris Burns successfully converted. Poor Barnet keeper Mark Taylor won't forget his disastrous debut in a hurry. He couldn't be faulted for Hereford's first 2 goals. Dean Smith's penalty was followed by John Bruff's clever near-post header shortly before the interval. Chris Mackenzie then became only the 10th keeper since the war to score from inside his own half with an 80-yard punt, which Taylor badly misjudged. At least Lee Hodges reduced the deficit as Barnet enjoyed their best spell of the game. Taylor was soon in trouble again. He attempted to dribble the ball out of the danger zone, was dispossessed by Tony Pounder, who slotted in Hereford's 4th. Fulham's future at Craven College is once again in doubt, but there are no such problems on the pitch, where Ian Branford's players turned in a winning performance. Michael Myson, replacing broken leg victim Terry Hurlock, found a way through after 9 minutes. Matt Carmichael displayed his striking skills at the other end to level the scores before the break. Fulham took control after the restart. Myson was revelling in the space afforded him, and it was no surprise when he took his goal tally to 2. Martin Thomas struck twice in 7 minutes to put the match out of Mansfield's reach. Ian Branford described it as their best attacking display since he took over at Craven Cottage. Thomas was clearly enjoying himself, and his persistence paid off. Paul Sherlock completed the scoring for Mansfield, but a home win was never in question. 4-2 to Fulham. Steve Whitehall sent Rochdale into a 2-goal lead inside half an hour at Spotland. His first, a neat finish from close range. His second arrived via the penalty spot. Referee Steve Baines, who made history by becoming the first former top-level player to referee a league match in the modern era, was kept busy as Tony Bird replied twice for Cardiff. There was no doubt about the best of the lots, a goal that would have graced the Premiership. Carl Dell's header then gave the visitors a slender 1-goal advantage, but they threw it all away, allowing Dave Thompson to rescue the day for Rochdale. It finished 3-3. Relegated Cambridge could make a quick return to Division 2. Their battling qualities were there for all to see. There was an early setback when John Eyre edged Scunthorpe ahead, but they came from behind to clinch the win. Tommy Taylor's men replied with 2 goals late on. Substitute Michael Kidd brought Cambridge level. And then, in a grandstand finish to a tense affair, Steve Butler settled it as he reacted first to the loose ball. There was a setback for big spending Plymouth, and their new manager Neil Warnock at Layer Road. Simon Betts was on hand to curl in a delightful free kick after 15 minutes. Plymouth found a way back into the match through one of their new additions, Adrian Littlejohn, the former Sheffield United front man. Colchester's winner was worth waiting for. Some tough tackling in midfield set up the chance, and Adam Locke delivered the knockout blow. There was no way back for Plymouth. It was a day to forget for Exeter, who had Robbie Turner sent off and went down to a single goal scored by Paul Olsen, playing against his former club. The division's biggest crowd was at Brisbane Roads. Barry Hurd knows how to stage a party. There was a half-time wedding and an appearance by snooker star Jimmy White. Sean Brooks made sure this East End knees-up ended on a high note. Cyril Regis, now 37 years of age, was in the Chester starting lineup. His enthusiasm certainly rubbed off on his teammates. Eddie Bishop was first to breach the Hartlepool rear guards. Chris Priest then scrambled in a second goal to put the game beyond any doubts. Doncaster were less than convincing at home to Scarborough, but they took all 3 points thanks to Sean Parrish. There was a surprise at Deepdale where 33-1 outsiders Lincoln upset the favourites. New signing Andy Saville was on target for Preston, but the visitors kept their composure. Gary Megson, the former Norwich boss, turned in a masterful display, and they were rewarded when David Putnam cracked in a stunning long-range volley. It would have been a crying shame if such a brilliant effort had been ruled out, and after a moment of confusion, the goal was given. Dean West popped up with a powerful header to win it for Lincoln.